120 here, obviously. This is just like the back half of a really wet field we have. And it got no-tilled in a rush. We're like, all right, if we can't get it planted now, we're not going to get it planted at all. And we didn't have it work. The rain was moving in, so he planted the front 2/3 of it. And there's a big wet draw through here usually. And it's somewhat, I probably make it through there, but the corn, no-till wise, pretty dang good actually. A little bit of an experiment. The back half here where it's normally wet, we usually work, dry it out, and then it plants really nicely. That looks pretty good. The front half, that looks like it normally would, so I don't know, it'd be interesting to have this little experiment. It's just kind of interesting. There's a lot of weeds out here. This has been sprayed once already, early on, but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a good experiment for us. The corn can look good, but until you get it in the combine, you don't know. I mean, you can go out and pull ears and whatnot, but we don't have any ears, obviously. It's not that big. But we're going to feed it the same with the wide drops and everything, so it'll be a fair fight. And I'm just kind of curious to see how it works out. But generally, that first pass with the mulch finisher is weed control for us. Because we're working down and there's no weeds to start with. Where we had to come out a little earlier and spray this just because of the weeds that got going this spring. But it's just new to us. We'll see. Maybe it's something we'll do more of next year. Maybe it's not. It's always kind of sketchy for us because our planter does usually pull up a lot of mud when we're trying to no-till. But this field went so-so, I think, and it was just kind of one of those, it's going to rain, let's get it done type deals. So we'll see. I should probably be fair and say that those are like those, I don't know, this place got absolutely destroyed by the tornado, so some tree seeds got thrown out here too. But for the most part, the field's really clean because we sprayed it the first time so earlier on. But I was just stating that first time we do weed control generally is with our mulch finisher digging, and this we come out with a sprayer, but we just had to come out a little earlier this time. But this stuff is from the tornado, I think. I'll show you the yard when we pull out. It is destroyed. Right through here is a really good example of why we like to work our ground. It just dries it out, and planting into either wet ground, it either didn't push through or it just killed the seed. It was so wet here, it just, I don't know. But you can see I do have my guidance set up. It's very hard to see the planter tracks where the tractor drove, being that we didn't work it. Generally I was doing every third planter track, and that's perfect because 90 feet is 3 12-foot planter widths. We're doing 36 rows here. But with not being able to see the tracks, it's hard to eyeball it, so I got it set up. So I know I'm pretty much turning it into the right spot. So it's working nicely, and we're just kind of coming along here and just about got this field wrapped up. But you can see it gets a little better here as we get back into the drier section. So there's pros and cons to every style of farming. This is just a good trial run for us is all it is. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. I don't know how he didn't lose his shed there. It's all thinned out over here to nothing pretty much. It's unbelievable. But it is an absolutely perfect spray day out today. 70 degrees, sunny, 5-mile-an-hour winds. Wow. We're getting a lot done. We got both sprayers going. I only got out here around 2 o'clock, I think. 1:45. I worked last night and I got to work again tonight, so just enough time to get a batch done, and I'm probably going to hang the Y drops on this thing, and they're coming to bring some more 32%, and maybe do a little bit of that tomorrow. They're talking rain, possibly severe on Saturday, but there was a chance Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now it's mostly Saturday, Sunday, but we'll see. Get out in the field when we can. We're kind of accustomed to that now. We're getting close to being empty. I can't see it anymore in the tank. I'm just watching my nozzles to be sure. But the monitor here, the rate controller, I don't have that dialed in just because I'm watching my I know my pressure, what my pressure's got to be at and what my tips have got to be at, and there it goes right there. So this is going to drop off and beep at us. But it just, there's nothing coming out anymore. Kind of ironic I got that on video, but it should beep when absolutely nothing's going through there. Possibly not, but regardless, I can see that my correct rate is not coming out anymore. Sometimes it's harder to see in the sun, so it is nice to have that monitor. But I must have something set up goofy on the thing. Oh, I know, I'm running it on manual, so I don't know if it beeps at me when it's on manual. If I have it on a rate control thing, it'll beep if I'm like under the target rate, and it'll freak out saying you're not hitting the rate, basically. So it's because it's in manual. We're done. The Y drops are right there, so that's about perfect timing. So voila. I love doing the field goal thing. Wouldn't want to be out here in a lightning storm like this though, but you can see we took the duals off. We're out of those big hills. If I didn't mention that, we're going to start Y dropping. The less we run down, the better. That's pretty obvious. Such a rush putting the Y drops on that I didn't even do a wrap up to this video because I have to get going to work. So Y drops are on that sprayer now. We'll probably maybe try to do that tomorrow if I have enough time. I do work again tomorrow night, but we'll see what happens. But with that, this video's done. You guys be safe as always, and we'll check you later.